Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. I hope you're all having a really good day. Today I'm just in the process of getting ready and I thought it'd be kind of fun just to pop on and do a really quick video testing out the new Steve Laurant eyeshadow palette from the GLOSSYBOX May Beauty subscription box. Now if you haven't seen my unboxing of that video, go and check it out. It is really just the most fabulous edit this month. Now one of the items that was in the box this month was an eyeshadow palette by Steve Laurant, and this eyeshadow palette comes in, I think it was about £30, which is insane considering the box only cost £8.50. If you are interested in finding out more about GLOSSYBOX, then hit the drop box. All the details are below on how you can save yourself some money if you want to sign up. You can't actually get this, it is sold out, but I thought, you know what, I did say when I did an unboxing of this that I wanted to do an eye look with it, very similar to the type of eye looks that I normally do or normally wear. I get asked so many times on my channel what eyeshadows I use, how I do my eye look. So I thought, you know what, let's kind of recreate it using this palette. It's got very similar colours to what I normally wear, so yeah, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do. So for this video, I am just going to go in with a little bit of eye primer. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape eye primer, and it's my preferred primer. Obviously you could use whichever one you like. But for me, this is just like a really nice kind of quick, kind of creamy base that I lay down when I'm doing some nice blending on my eyes. So yeah, that's a really good kind of little tool basically. The first thing we're going to do is take a really gorgeous fluffy brush and we're going to go into the first shade. So the first shade is this one here. It's the top middle one. They don't actually have names, but I'm going to say basically it's the transition base coloured shade. Really pretty. But yeah, it's just like the top one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on the camera so you can kind of see up close and personal what I'm doing. I'm going to be using my mirror at the same time. So hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so I'm just going in with that first shade and I'm just really diffusing it. So basically this is the M412 Morphe brush, so it's a really great brush. I find this is like my perfect kind of like transition shade brush, and all we've done is we've kind of gone in, we've blended that colour out, it beautifully blends, and then all I'm doing at the end here, I'm just kind of going in like little wiggly circles and I'm just kind of pushing the shade and diffusing the shade outwards towards the end of my eyebrow just to elongate the eye. We've done that shade there. We're going to go in with the next ones. It's that one there, the middle cool tone, slightly more cool toned brown, and we're going to take the same brush and we're just going to start blending that one over the top, but we're going to take it slightly lower, so we're not going to take it quite as high, and we're just going to start blending that in. As you can see, it's just starting to give that extra bit of depth to the look, and we're almost going to just start bringing that onto the lid and down, so really keeping it tight in the crease but diffusing it onto the lid, and that's just going to give you a nice kind of like softness to the shade. This is the idea behind this, is just basically to add another level of shadow and shape. Okay, so we're now going to take the next brown, which is this one here. So this is slightly a more warm tone brown, and we're going to take a different brush. We're going to take this one here. So this is my Morphe M507. It's a small kind of shader brush, but is really great for dark shades. It's got a kind of slightly more domed, don't know if you can see that, slightly more domed shaped top, and the bristles are a little bit more coarse, so it kind of holds colour a lot better. It doesn't diffuse colour as much. So we're just going to go and basically this is going to be like our third transition. We're going to start in the corner here, and we're going to start, can you see how that's just a little bit darker? We're just going to start bringing that on the outer edge, and we're really not going to take this through the rest of the shade. we're going to kind of use this as our corner crease shade and take it up into the eye socket. And then we're also going to start bringing it down onto the lid, okay? Now you can diffuse it out a little bit, but you don't want to diffuse it out too much. You want to keep adding, making sure you're adding some depth to that colour. This is the shade that you would use on your bottom of your eyes as well, kind of like as you get towards the end of this eye makeup. And then you might want to just go back in with that fluffier brush and just blend out that edge really slightly and just diffuse the two together, but really keeping that depth of shade. So next we're going to go in with our shimmer shade. So I'm going to choose this kind of like in the middle of the road, kind of like penny copper shade as my main shimmer shade. So pretty. I always apply this with like my little finger, because I find that's the easiest way to get it to do anything, and it's super buttery. This colour is lovely. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to kind of fill in up into that dark shade, but we're going to kind of like blend it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of press the colour in to the inner corner, okay, and then as we bring it out we're going to kind of just lift our finger so it just kind of almost like flicks it into that next shade, so it makes that transition not a line but just diffuses it slightly. Okay, the other thing you don't want to be afraid to do is go over your lid. So with the shimmer shade, because I want it to really pop and stand out, I almost want to kind of bring it right up to where I've kind of transitioned those shades and kind of take it above the lid line, and that way it just helps it be really visible that it's there. So it just kind of gives it that little bit of extra something going on at the top. And then I'll take my blending brush and just soften it out. The next part is really up to you whether you want to do this or not. For me, because I'm going to be wearing fake lashes today, I'm going to go in with the black and use it as a shadow just along the very corner, like bottom of my lash line, just to kind of give a little bit of shadow around my lashes. But you don't have to do this, it's really up to you. But I like to use like either a black gel liner or a black eyeshadow, just to kind of go in and lay down that base colour so that when you put your lashes on, you can't see the lash band, or it kind of blends it in from, and I'm kind of going up rather than onto the lid. I'm kind of going through the lashes to really get that look. Kind of doesn't matter if you get a mess underneath, because you can tidy that up afterwards. So I got these lashes about 3 or 4 weeks ago. They are the Kiss Organza lashes. I'm going to put a link to them below if you're interested in checking them out. I absolutely love them. I've just been using the Eyelash Emporium Pro Retake Studio Lash Strip Cleaner to clean them, and then just using like a cotton bud to kind of go in and remove any lash glue, and they come up really well. Really like them. I just use their lash glue. But I do think it's really important to have a black lash glue, and I will explain why if we get to it. But basically, you can use this as like an eyeliner and then put your lashes on with it. But if your lash starts to come off and it takes off your eyeshadow, this is so useful. So anyway, let's just glue them up. Okay, so they are on. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze them on to, I find using one of these to like flatten them, and then just making sure you don't go like too close. I think for me the biggest thing I've found with lashes is then once you've got your like the size of the lash correct, everything else just makes it just becomes so much easier. And for me that's something that took me absolutely ages to get right, like probably like 4 or 5 pairs of lashes. So once I got that right, then it all kind of came together. Okay, So you can see here that this lash band is just lifting up slightly on this corner. And rather than taking the whole lash off and starting it again, I'm just going to go in with this Revlon Precision Dark Lash Glue. This stuff is like serious, like it makes your lashes stick so well. But it's a great kind of like touch up, so all I need to do is put like a little dot underneath that lash while it's on my eye, and it will hold it in place. So for mascara, I'm going to go in with the Spectrum Dark Matter Lash Mascara. This is really, really great for actually really getting in there and like blending the lashes into your fake lashes. It works really, really well and just lifts everything beautifully and doesn't kind of make your fake lashes all clumped together, which is kind of a good thing. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner to my waterline, just this bit here, just kind of like just over halfway. Not going to touch this bit at all, just to kind of here. And if you have got a gel one, they blend really beautifully. This is the Bobbi Brown one, which is so good. And then we're going to take the palette, and then we're going to take that warm tone brown, and we're just going to blend it into the gel liner. So I'm going to take a tiny, tiny little round brush. This is the Morphe E36, and I'm just going to kind of go in under that liner with some of that colour and just blend it into that diffused bit that we kind of pushed out past the eye before. Another great trick that you can do with a brown eyeshadow to elongate your eyes is to actually move where your eye starts. So if you have a tiny liner brush, this is just one by Becca, it's the 105, and you just press it into the shade you want, this one here for example, and then what you're going to do is just kind of follow the contour of your eye down, and all you're going to do is just kind of extend this. So let me just do one eye and I'll show you. There we go. So all I've done is kind of pressed this liner into the corner of my eye, made sure there was nothing, made sure that like the line underneath here is really, really clean, and then you can just see how that changes the shape of your eye slightly. It's just a really clever little trick, and it just opens up your eye and makes it look a little bit bigger. So I'll just do this one on camera for you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just literally following the curve of my eye and just extending where you would put that eyeliner, and then that just brings down your eyes slightly and kind of gives you a little bit more of a curved shape. Okay, so that is all done. Absolutely love this palette that they have brought out with Steve Laurant. It's so beautiful. These are just really my colours, and I feel like it's such a wearable eyeshadow palette. So you have got your browns in there, so you can kind of just do like an everyday look if you wanted to with your transition shades. You've got that black and silver for a pop of kind of like making it a little bit more kind of like glam, which I love. I love silver eyeshadows, and the shimmers in here are really beautifully creamy. You get a really nice amount of like glowy sparkliness, which is lovely. Really blendable, so as you can see they've just blended beautifully on the eye. Obviously I'll wear it all day and I'll update you in the comments as to how it wore throughout the day, but yeah, just really impressed. I really like this eyeshadow palette. I feel so lucky to have got one. Let me know in the comments below, did you get this month's glossy box, and have you managed to have a little play with this yet? If you enjoyed this little video on how I created this eye look and all that kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of these types of videos. But that's everything from me for now, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Do give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Bye.